Hello, my darlings. It's your friend Miss Bloomers back with today's not today's Divine Daily Blast. I've already done that. Navigating your week ahead. Now, I'm going to say something before I pull out the cards. We've entered the month of December, or we will quickly. It's the last month of the year. Now, time and calendars is man's way of measuring time in this physical world. It's rather difficult, as you all know, for spirit to line up your dreams, your wishes, your desires with the clock and the calendar, which is why when we're in this earthbound adventure, we have such trouble with when is this going to happen, how many this, how many that. And it's always a challenge when psychics, mystics, mediums do readings for other people to see when they're going to fit it in, particularly when many of you are experiencing this instant gratification. All of a sudden, we order it and it's in our hands within 24 hours. Well, in the spirit world, lots and lots of things have to line up. And I know that I am digressing quite a bit away from navigating the week ahead, but I want you to know that December is that month of Yule, it's the month of the holidays, but it's the last month of the year. And starting off this month, we have a full moon, which is in the sign of Gemini. We've also got other planets lining up. Some planets have come out of retrograde, and other planets are lining up to allow us to very easily remove any of the negativity that we've been experiencing this year. So I did make some notes because there's quite a lot to get through. So here we go. Then I'll pull 7 cards and do a reading and see if they all line up. So December has arrived, and perhaps not the easiest end to this year. It's been filled with many, many, many changes, as we all know. The beginning of January, we couldn't have predicted all the things that were going to happen this particular year. So breathe, my darlings, breathe, breathe, breathe. It's just a chapter. This is not the entire story of your life. It is just a chapter. Things may not have worked out for you, may not have worked out in your favor, and pretty much it's up to you how you respond and how you react to things that have transpired, that have worked out, either they've worked out or they've not worked out. The best way to handle things that didn't work out is to step over it, move on, but not until you've looked at it in a way that allows you to be able to move on. We don't want to be dragging any of this dead wood into 2026. Life is quite the adventure, as I've said. It's filled with tests. Tests to see how badly or how well we've handled things. We may want to do something. We may want to have someone. We may want something to work out that didn't work out. I would say how to handle that, move on, is to ask, what's the lesson that you learned from the experience you had? Indefinitely, or I should say, some ways, the lessons that we learn are there for a reason. Our challenges can become our champions if we let them happen, if we let them do that, which is a little odd way of saying, suck it up, buttercup, and move on. One of the most challenging lessons to learn in life, in adventure, is regret. Is saying, I wish something had happened differently. I wish I'd done it differently. I wish I'd had a different conversation with someone. That can be a little bit difficult. You may have had to work through some really harsh lessons in 2025. Know that you'll soon be able to move on, whisk on very quickly. Let's see what else. If you wish you'd done something differently, forgive yourself. Really forgive yourself, because what could you have done? And maybe you could have done, and maybe you didn't act in the greatest way. Well, it's okay. As long as you acknowledge it and you recognize it, the universe is always going to be on your side. It's always going to line up for your highest good, even when we're in resistance and the fear takes over and we don't think it will. Divine is a way of showing you how you grow and how you expand. There's an intense alignment coming up between expansive Jupiter and the healing planet of Chiron. Now, you can go into astrology. I'm not an astrologer. I don't know how to navigate all of this. I'm just letting you know what the planets, what the moons, what the cycles, and maybe how they play into things. These are stark reminders that others can only do to us what we allow them to do. You get my drift? If we let somebody hurt us, if we let somebody get the better of us, well, we're letting them do it. We're allowing them to do it. So my motto is saying, let them. Let them try. See what happens. And just don't be bothered by it. Move on from it. If you've been hurt, if you've been wronged, draw a line up underneath it. No more pain, no more drama. I'm done with this. And you move on. Let yourself have time to breathe and to heal. Refuse to refuse to allow 2025 to deflate you, to live in that awful space. Allow it to end on a high, but you've got to do the work to get you there. Use this time to reflect. Reflect on things that you were lucky for. Reflect on things that benefited you. Reflect on things that actually worked out better than you thought they would. That's allowing yourself to be healed. Also look at what lessons did you learn? Was the lessons beneficial to you? Did the things end up working out okay, even if you didn't think it was going to? I find that a lot. Now this week we have the very last supermoon in the sign of Gemini. What are you going to do with it? It's perfect because it allows us to release the negative energy, the mental claptrap, the muck and the mire. We certainly don't want to be dragging that like dirty laundry into 2026. Oh, no, 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 no. We're not doing that. Even though the clocks and the calendars are of humanity's creation, the measure and the passage, to measure the passage of time, we're part of a collective consciousness. We're part of a bigger picture. And there's two divided pathways. Jumping into fear and allowing that to take you under, that is one avenue that is available, if that's what you like, if that's what you want. Moving into love and adventure is the other one. This is the one that I'm on. Self-expression, freedom, sovereignty. I want to be who I want to be. I want to do what I want to do, and I want to dress the way I want to dress, and I don't care what you have to say about that. It's not rude. It is claiming your power. It's standing in your power, and it's saying to the divine, show me how, where, when, and why, and I'm going to go for it. And see it. See your whole 2026 roll out. The incredible miracles that are available and are coming. They are coming. However, if you're still stuck in the negativity, if you've still got stains in your sheets, if you've still got muck everywhere, well, you just brought it all into 2026. You get my drift? Resolutions may well be part of your annual traditions. You may sit there and write down what you want to accomplish in 2026. The full moon in Gemini gives us an ideal opportunity to clear the mind of any mental junk, to get rid of it. Stuff that needs to be releasing. You may want to take a health well-being class. You may want to get into manifestation work, visualization work, meditation work, any of those things. Perfect. Face up to anything that bothers you. Face up, face it, look at it, push it in, out the way, your fears. Look at your fears, and they're no longer fears. Let's see. Don't hesitate to talk things through with a trusted friend. If there's still something stuck in your craw, if there's still something that's bothering you, have an honest conversation. Even if you have to go to a trusted friend and say, listen, will you hold space for me to share my thoughts and feelings? I'm struggling with A, B, C, D, or E. And see if that trusted friend can say, listen, this is a suggestion. Maybe this, maybe that. Make sure they're trusted. Not someone who's going to say what they did and go off on their tangent. This is about you sharing. Sometimes you can go onto those websites and find a counselor, the mind space kind of people. Might help. What else can I say? Well, that's it for this week and this month. Now let's get on to the days ahead. Starting with Sunday, angel numerology number 5. It's all about adventure. So let's go down to this other camera and let's see if we can pick. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Right. I've got them all found out here. I've done the shuffle. And I'm just going to pick a card for Monday, a Sunday, a card for Monday, a card for Tuesday, a card for Wednesday, a card for Thursday, a card for Friday, and a card for Saturday. Just random cards. But there's nothing random about the universe. There's nothing random about how things happen. I think that was the one for Saturday, but if it's not, it's not. And then let's see what happens. So on Sunday, number 5, adventure. An advanced message that changes are coming up. This is adventurous energy, a day to be dynamic, spiritual, sensual, a time to invoke endless curiosity in order to be a visionary. Look at things in a completely new way. Shed light on situations, people, things that may have seemed mundane. Pick up new opportunities. Present yourself. Be out there. Be bold. Find a new vision for the future. The moon is in Aries on Sunday, which could summon up surprises regarding love or money, or both. It's a great day to visualize yourself in the flow of abundance because we're triggered by Neptune. Let's see what the card has to say. Now, we've got a reverse card. We have the 9 of water, 9 of cups. So this is wishes fulfilled or wishes coming true, but it's in the reverse. So it also says, hold on a minute. Wishes, dreams, and happiness. Now, it might be that you work on your dreams, you work on your wishes, and you work on what is going to make you happy. But because it's in the reverse, I'm going to suggest that what you have to do is use the emptying out of negativity challenges so that you don't muddy the waters of your dreams. But let's put them up this way. Now, moving on to Tuesday. I'm sorry, Monday. That's Sunday. Monday is December the 1st. Now, because of the way the numerology works, we went back to the number 4, angel numerology number 4, which is all about faith. There are messages from your guardian angels and your archangels to stop worrying about whatever you were thinking about when this number was called. It's about being brilliant in business and working on a bigger picture. Someone who has what it takes to accomplish absolutely anything. The moon has traveled through Aries as it approaches the full moon, so watch your emotional temperature gauge today, as it could begin to rise. Remain calm and just carry on Monday. Let's see what the card has to say. Another reverse card, 6 of water. So we've got 2 cups. We've got the 9 and we've got the 6. Again, it's in reverse. We're turning it over here. We've got our person who's thinking about memories, thinking about childhood, thinking about nostalgia. But because we're in the holidays, it could be something that's popping up that has you stuck, has you worried, has you anxious, has you feeling a certain kind of way. So the angel numerology number 4 is saying to you, be careful what you're thinking about. Be careful what you're focusing on. You want to work on solid memories. You want to work on the happy childhood memories, not be stuck in the, oh my gosh, here we go again. Moving on into Tuesday, angel numerology 5 again, all about adventure, advanced messages, changes are coming, and energy be dynamic. And the moon has shifted into Taurus, waving its magical wand of romance with sensuality, because Venus, our sign of love, is in harmony with handsome Pluto. Place your focus on pleasure today, whatever that might mean to you. Moving over the card, the 10 of fire. Once again, we find our person fretting over all the dishes, overwork, stress, imbalance. Find the balance on Tuesday. Give some of your chores over to somebody else. Allow yourself to be part of a bigger picture, not all on your own like an island. Moving on to Wednesday, we've got the 6 angel numerology number. Revitalized, responsible, loving, compassionate, selfless energy, kind energy. Stop worrying about material things and refocus your thoughts on positive desires. And the moon is ambled through Taurus, and some potent energies are building ahead of the full moon. This would be a fantastic time to get your crystals out. Get all of your full moon grids going. Energize, energize, energize. Let's see what the card has to say. Again, another reverse card. However, this one is the King of Earth, also known as the King of Pentacles. Our King of Pentacles is the Midas touch. You want it, I'll bring it, no worries. However, because it's in the reverse, it might take slightly longer to manifest itself. I'm going to say this is a little bit confusing. Not the card is not confusing, but the message you're getting is confusing. You may have doubts about finances. You may have doubts about loans. You may have doubts about your budget. You might have worries, anxiety around how are you going to be able to afford all these things. This is telling you, get into the angel numerology 6 number on Wednesday and revitalize your plans. Stop the negative thinking. Create a new pathway forward of manifestation of this money. Start giving your money a name. I like to call my money Mrs. Cashington. And when Mrs. Cashington brings me dollars, I tell her, thank you, I want more. You see what I'm getting? You have to be involved with the universe. You've got to be in concert with the universe. Moving on to Thursday, we've got an angel numerology 7. Focus, focus, focus on spiritual desires, plans, the plans that are correct and beneficial. Work on your priorities. Make sure they're in the right order. Good life choices that are being made on Thursday. Now, the full moon has come into Happy Gemini. It's going to be happening at 3:15 in the afternoon in LA, 6:15 in the evening in New York, and 11:15 in London. 10:15, well, I should say 14 really, what's the matter of the minute, in Sydney, Australia on the 6th of December. Another reverse card, this is the Hermit. Oh, and I like this. Now, normally the Hermit would say you're going to be a mentor or you're going to have some solitude, but because it's in the reverse, get out there with people. It's not so much introspection and self-discovery or mentorship. This, because it's in reverse, you want to get like-minded people around you. You want to surround yourself with that charming people that are going to be focused on your dreams, your wishes. And that could also mean watching some movies that uplift you. Going out into groups, that kind of thing. Going to a party, that sort of thing. Moving into Friday, an 8 numerology day, all about success. Crown yourself with business acumen. Choices made with the 8 energy are favorable and prayers are being answered. Now, we're moving towards the waning cycle of the moon and there's great energies around. So indulge yourself in positive vibes and release the negative ones that are lingering. Again, Another upside down reverse card. Now, what I love about this reverse card is that it is the ego, also known as the devil. However, what I love about this is it's revealing itself to you, and you're going to be very clear about what is going on. Illusion, dependency, materialism, you dropped all that because this is in reverse. You're actually seeing it. You're actually being given the clear indication of where you made the missteps, not beaten up. You're not being told, okay, you've made this horrible mistake, we're going to chastise you for it. Oh, no, 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 my friends. You've learned the lesson, and you get to celebrate that you're no longer in the ego of fear, judgment, debauchery. You're going to be in the ego of love, freedom, success. I'm hoping this makes sense. You see, in the upright position, we've got the bird, the door's open. Where the bird's not flying out, the bird feels trapped. The bird feels oppressed. In the reverse, that's all over. We're all done with that. We're finished. Moving on to Saturday, the end of the week. It's a number 9. Make your declarations, my friend. Lift off. What are you waiting for? The 9 energy brings the time to be creative, artistic, kind, caring. It's a time to move on. It's a time to pursue passions, chase after life purpose, stop procrastinating. It's a high vibrational energy, perfect for focusing on the needs of other people. Because Jupiter and Mercury are connecting under today's Cancerian moon. So this could be a good day to have important conversations and or sign some papers. Particularly any documents that put an end to things. Any documents to say, I've graduated, I'm finished. Let's see what we have to do here. Oh, another reverse card. Well, my friends, the dreamer, which is the 0. Oddly enough, this happens on a 9 day. So if we look at it in the reverse, while this would be saying beginnings, believing, being protected by your guardian angel, this one is saying that's coming up. You're on your way. It's going. You've just got to align yourself up to make sure that you're declaring what you really want. Are you sure what you want? There could be a pause in moving forward. Don't look at any of these reverse cards as being bad. They're not. They're sort of like pay attention. And many of these were in the reverse. So it was telling me that you should be paying attention this week to your thoughts, your feelings, your energy, what's coming up. And goodness gracious, be very, very mindful of your negative thoughts, your negative feelings. Put your fears away. Burn them. Write them down on a piece of paper, and on the full moon, let it loose. And be mindful of not allowing people, places, situations, stories, drama, done. Put a line up underneath it. No more. I'm finished with this. I want to say thank you so much for watching, for listening, sharing, liking, subscribing, and doing all you do. Let me know in your comment what you think. And until tomorrow, when I bring you a Divine Daily Blast, or Kevin will, one of us will, have fun, enjoy. Bye for now.